Are we live? We are live. Hey, how we doing today? We got a rowdy crowd. Are we all right? Neil is running the control board. Neil has a concerned look. What do we got going on here? We went black. Well, that's bizarro. Here, let me see this. There we go. Now we're on. Hey-o!
Hey.
Take two. Hey, we are live on Steve Shetler Media, and we are live from Barnwired in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa, for our Iowa Music Showcase. I see Amanda waiting in the wings. Get in here, Amanda. Put your hands together. Make her feel welcome. Amanda Snakenberg from Barnwired here in Sigourney. Jump in the middle here, Amanda.
Yo, Amanda.
We've got a big Friday going on, of course, the game tonight, and you can tell us what the specials are here at Barnwired.
Yeah, I have a few things for you today, Steve. Look at that.
Look at that list.
Yeah, I do. So,
You take the mic, and I'm going to go home, take a nap, and I'll be back.
lunch specials today is meatloaf and mashed potatoes with green beans. Our sandwich of the week is a marinated chicken breast. It is very good. It's a homemade marinade. It is not like an Italian dressing marinade. It is very, very good. Next Friday is the first Friday of the month, so we'll be handballs again. Just throwing that out there as a reminder. Yes, as you said tonight, SK plays at home for the second playoff game against Dyke New Hartford at 7 p.m. Bundle up,
Yeah.
head out, cheer them on. They're going to need all the cheers they can get. So, next week on Thursday is Ladies' Night Out around the Sigourney Square. So, it's from 4 to 8:30. You get a punch card at the Keokuk County Economic Development Office on the other side of the square. And go around all the businesses. There's door prizes, lots of fun things. It's an awesome event put on here in Sigourney. Christmas is going to be coming out, hopefully all out by next Thursday. But that means there's lots of work to do for that.
Is that it?
I think.
You're thinking about things. You got anything else for us?
I do have one more thing. Ellie at Country Grit Boutique here in the store has stocked lots of new items lately. She has sleep sets, slippers, hats, gloves, shackets. She's got all the things to keep you warm at the game tonight. So be sure to stop in and check it out.
All right. Amanda Snakenberg with Barnwire. Thank you, Amanda. We do welcome into the Iowa Music Showcase Mr. Jesse Wilson. Give it up for Jesse. Make him feel
Thank you guys.
appreciated today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Jesse, you didn't know what you were getting into today.
I did not, but this is great. This is a pleasant surprise. So
You and I have done radio previously. I don't
Yes,
know,
sir.
at least twice.
Yep,
Was it
twice,
two or,
I think.
All right, 2 or 3 times. And tell the folks where you're from. You drove away.
from up north, Fort Dodge, Iowa. Only a 3-hour drive to get down here, but I'm glad to be here. Glad to take the drive. So
I think you win the award so far. In my 2 months of doing this, you win the award for the furthest away
I'll take it.
to come here. I remember looking back on radio. I remember the first time we had set something up, and you showed up at about, and the interview was
was
scheduled
early.
for 11:30, and
I
you
was early.
showed up in the parking lot at about like 8:30 or
Something like
9.
that. I wanted to be punctual, be early. So
You were there in plenty of time.
I was.
And you're having me worried today. 'Cause
Yeah.
You didn't realize you were another half hour
Yeah.
away to get here to Sigourney.
I was
But
cutting it close. Cutting it close.
from all the way from Fort Dodge, again, Jesse Wilson, our Iowa Music Showcase. So for our live audience, which we've got lots of people here
We do.
hanging out with us today, make sure you get in here to Barnwired for some lunch and some drinks, some warm drinks on this kind of cold and dreary day. Tell people a little bit about yourself. What's going on in your life?
I'm a singer-songwriter from Central Iowa, just like you guys are from kind of, Iowa too. But just making music with my friends and touring and, yeah, just having a blast with it.
Now, of course, the normal questions. How long have you been doing the country music thing?
I've been taking it serious for the last about 5 years now. hurt my knee, got better at playing guitar, started singing and playing and writing, and it's just snowballing from there. So.
Okay. Now, is country music full-time thing for you, or do you do have a job as well?
I got a day job that's
All right.
it's kind of starting to get in the way a little bit, so we're gonna. This is the goal right here. We want to do music full time, and we're getting really close to pulling the trigger. So
Now, can I ask? Can I get a little bit nosy and ask you what you do for a full-time
we
job?
do construction. We do everything from concrete to building decks to doing siding, everything. A little bit of everything.
All right.
You bet.
So yeah, you're out there working during the week.
Yes, sir.
And busting it on the weekends to do your
You
country
bet.
music thing.
You bet.
So you said you've been doing this, pretty seriously for 5 years. Obviously, you were doing it a little bit, kind of here. Must have been doing it here and there
Yep.
before that. So at what age did country music or music in general kind of become a goal for you?
A goal like that's been lately, but I've always felt music has been a big part of my life. I just had to find the lane to get into, and it just took off from there.
Yeah.
You bet.
All right. And you come from the area of the state. You can name drop some of the other Iowa artists. I know our mutual friend Scott Kirkhart
You bet.
is up from around the Fort Dodge area.
You
Who
bet.
else is up that way?
We got Mr. Clint Riedel. We got bands like Section 7. We got who else we got? We got some young kids. Owen O'Brien. He's with Tank Anthony Band. We got
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of talent up there
And
up north.
I think I saw you share on your personal page a new band. And they almost look like teenagers.
Yeah, they've
Love Bomb or something
Love
like
Bomb.
that.
They're actually opening up for Clint Riedel tomorrow at Bootleggers. They've been coming over to the jam on Tuesdays. They come in for a hard half hour, heavy,
Okay.
hard and heavy. Then they get out, but they're all young kids, and it's really cool to see them grow every week. So
yeah, very cool.
Love Bomb.
And Clint Riedel, if you look him up, if you look Clint Riedel up on Facebook, his name looks like it's Riedel or Rydell
Yeah,
or
Riedel,
something
yep,
like that.
yep.
I think it's RIE.
D-
But it's
yeah,
Riedel.
correct,
Yeah, Riedel.
correct.
So, and Clint's going to be coming all the way down here to Sigourney.
he won't correct you. He'll let you say it however you want to say it.
Clint
so.
will be coming all the way down to Sigourney here sometime here in the near future. I
That'll
think
be a
before the
hoot.
end of the year. So
That'll be a hoot.
Yeah, he's a fun interview. Let's see here. We've talked long enough.
Okay.
Let's start with our first song. You've got several songs out there. You've got music out there on Spotify and
Yes, sir.
iTunes. You've got some videos.
bet.
So yeah, be sure to check that out. What's your first song for today?
I want to do my latest release. I put this one out this summer. It's called, or the song's about just being thankful for where I'm at in my life and where I've come from and being on solid ground. That's what I called the song, Solid Ground. So hope you guys like it.
All right, here is Mr. Jesse Wilson on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Life has its ups and downs. It can be a bumpy road. When you fall from grace, it can be the lowest low. It's like you're lost in space when you're drifting all alone. You helped me get back up, shake off my dusty clothes. I said, thank you, Lord, for your love, pulling me out of the mud, reaching down, loving hands. Lord, I bow down to your plan. Fill me up with your grace. Help me get back to that place where I stand, solid ground. I might slip low, keep me on solid ground. Keep me on solid ground. Life just passes by, next thing we're out the door. Never stop to look around and missed out on the show. Every chance I get on back, I cruise down no back road. It fills my soul back up, I thank God that I'm home. I said, thank you, Lord, for your love, pulling me out of the mud, reaching down, loving hands. Lord, I bow down to your plan. Fill me up with your grace. Help me get back to that place where I stand, solid ground. I might slip low, keep me on solid ground. Keep me on solid ground. I said, thank you, Lord, for your love, pulling me out of the mud, reaching down, loving hands. Lord, I bow down to your plan. Fill me up with your grace. Help me get back to that place where I stand, solid ground. I might slip low, keep me on solid ground. Keep me on solid ground. Keep me on solid ground. Amen.
Mr. Jesse Wilson, our Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shuttler Media.
Yeah.
And again, we're hanging out with Jesse at Barn Wired in Sigourney. If you're watching online, make sure you get into Barn Wired. We've got the lunch coming up. I believe, what was the special today?
Oh, man.
Meatloaf.
I forgot.
Meatloaf is the special. So you got to sing some Meatloaf today as well.
Maybe. I might be able to pull some off. I won't do that.
Jesse Wilson hanging out. So your style of music, how would you describe your style of country music? You can kind of hear it in your voice, I think, a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. You describe it.
The Midwest Country Music Organization calls me a maverick. They nominate me for because I choose my own lane. I'm not contort to the norms, and I kind of do my own thing. And if you guys are vibing with me, come on, let's go. If you're not, change the channel type of deal. So
I mean, is there maybe a little bit of rap or rock?
There's a hip hop essence in there. Mine's mostly country rock, but I do have some hip hop essence in there, like for produced beats and stuff like that. Maybe even a couple verses here and there.
All right.
Yep.
Well, let's do it. Ice, Ice Baby.
Ice Baby. I do this one live with the full band.
Jesse Wilson stretching country music.
You got to.
Let's see. I know you're a Hawkeye fan.
Absolutely.
You and I have talked Hawkeyes before. My mom's in attendance. She likes the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Let's go Hawks.
So I got to get your thoughts. That punt return. I was at Kinnick that day.
Yeah.
I may have lost my mind.
Yeah. I don't know I don't know what to do. You saw it. Everybody saw it. So
it was
bad.
legit.
It's bad.
It should have counted.
They shouldn't leave it up to the refs like that. I mean, when a kid makes a play like that for a game winner, I don't know.
Yeah. And overall, obviously Iowa's offense is struggling immensely. Where do you see the Hawkeyes finishing this year? What kind of record do you think?
Hopefully we've lost all the ones we're going to lose, and hopefully we only lose 2. But that offense, man, it's killing us.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe some way the West is wide open. So
think where we could be though if we could score 40 points.
Yeah, we could talk football all day long.
Yeah,
here.
we could.
On Steve Shuttler Media. So you're from Fort Dodge.
Yes, sir.
You do country music.
Yes, sir.
Are you just strictly a solo artist? Do you have a band that backs you up?
I do have a band. I do have a band. We play regularly. It's Jesse Wilson and Friends. Okay. And we've had some big shows this year. We opened up for Josh Turner at Downtown Country Jam in Fort Dodge. That was one of our big ones.
On Black Train.
Yes, sir. He sounds great live too, by the way. He's very good. So.
Yeah.
Got to meet him.
You got a full band.
Yep.
Do you stay in the Fort Dodge area for the most part, or do you branch?
Travel,
I was going to say, where all do you play?
We're all over Iowa right now. We're trying to reach out there, nationally. We're open, so.
All right. And recording-wise, how many songs, how much music do you have out on Spotify, out on iTunes?
I think I got about 7 songs out there right now, and I have one that's ready for release right now, mixed, mastered. And, of course, we're working on the next one, or it's always the next one. But these latest songs, I feel, are some of my best stuff, and they're going to be really good. I can't wait for you guys to hear them.
Do you put songs out strictly as singles, or have you put out like a full album, or how do you see it?
I've done singles lately. I don't feel like there's not really any rules to it. You can do what you want, but I put out singles. But I do want to put out a project with these next 3-4 songs.
Okay,
put
like an EP type of thing.
You got a name already.
With the way music is and the way technology is working, is there even a point anymore to having an album?
Right. They're gonna buy a single or not. I don't know how that really works. If it benefit more from one or the other. So
I mean, I'm old school. If my car still had a CD player in it, I would still buy physical CDs.
Would you buy a vinyl if I put one out there? That's
Neil
cool.
Crott would.
That's cool. Yeah. Coming soon, Jesse Wilson and Friends vinyl.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so streaming obviously changing the world, and Spotify ripping off artists left and right because you have to have 3 billion streams to make $1.
Yep.
So if you're a
Pretty
streamer,
bad.
make sure you just put it on repeat
There you go.
and let it play a few thousand times so the artist can get just a little bit of money.
Well, the cool part of being independent, if one of them blows up, that's all
Yeah.
coming here, on the label.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you don't get the push without the label, I
Yeah.
guess.
And I mentioned before you've got some videos out there.
Yes, sir.
And they're not just like on a home recorder, you
Yeah.
know, thrown together on a
They're
VHS
legit,
tape somewhere.
yeah.
They're legit
Yep.
videos. Who has been behind the scenes on that one? Who produces and directs your videos and that type of stuff?
Tim Fuse is my videographer I've been going with. We share the directing. I wrote the storyline on a couple of them, but he's excellent. We bounce each other ideas off each other.
Okay.
TFC Photography and Film. Tim, he's awesome.
Okay.
Can't wait to work with him again.
Yeah.
You bet.
Awesome. Again, Jesse Wilson, our Iowa Music Showcase. Let's go ahead and do our second song. You said you've got
All right.
some new stuff. I don't know if you're ready to unveil anything new yet.
I can go ahead and do the new one. I think.
All right. Yeah, you're teasing us with some new music, so got to retune just a hair. Again,
Ready.
Barnwired and Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase. Go right ahead. What's the name of this tune?
This one is called When I Get Home. It's about just being away from home, whether you're working, pounding a nail, or you're doing shows on the weekends when you want to be at the house.
And is this making its world debut?
This one hasn't been played, so
All right.
this
world
is
debut.
I wrote this one. I wrote this one with Jared Benson, Fort Dodge, Scott Kirkhart, the great guys.
That's
so
another guy. If Jared Benson is
Yeah,
watching,
yeah.
he needs to make the trip down to
I think he
Sigourney
will.
as well.
Jared,
so
we want you down
yeah.
here.
All right, Jesse Wilson on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Life's been hard between these county lines. Been working like a dog all week just to make a dime. Counting these hours till I get back to you. No place I'd rather be, and you know that's true. 'Cause you brought me back when I was feeling low. Shine your light and show me where to go. Like a bottle of whiskey, you've been on my mind. I get back to you, girl, I won't waste no time. Been gone too long again, I know. God, I hope you're there when I get home. When I get home. When I get home. Another showdown and I'm back on the road. Crowd screaming so loud, but still I feel alone. Put a smile on my face, but it ain't real. You will hear right now, tell you how I feel. Like a bottle of whiskey, you've been on my mind. I get back to you, girl, I won't waste no time. Been gone too long again, I know. God, I hope you're there when I get home. When I get home. When I get home. You brought me back when I was feeling low. Shine your light and show me where to go. Like a bottle of whiskey, you've been on my mind. I get back to you, girl, I won't waste no time. Been gone too long again, I know. God, I hope you're there when I get home. When I get home. When I get home. Coming soon, y'all.
Jesse Wilson. Brand new music from Jesse.
Thank you.
Here on Steve Shetler Media, the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, Jesse, you're familiar with 5 random questions.
Oh boy, yes I am.
We did this on the radio. We're doing 5 not so random questions because I have them right here in front of me.
Okay.
Some of these are Halloween related. Some of these are not. We'll start with a Halloween question
Alrighty.
for you first. Your best Halloween costume ever was what?
Hank Williams Jr., Bo Sivas.
Hank Williams.
Had the hat, the aviators, the vest, everything,
I
and
could
the beard.
see. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you could probably pull that off pretty good.
I nailed it.
How long ago was that?
I'll send you the picture later. It was actually 2 years ago.
2 years ago. All right. Good answer. Question number 2. We'll keep with the scary Halloween theme.
Okay.
What movie scared you as a kid?
Halloween.
Halloween.
Scared to death of
Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers.
The creepy mask.
Yep.
And yeah.
And The Exorcist. The Exorcist was a little too real. I don't go down that. I don't go down
I
that
have
road.
never ever watched
Yeah.
that movie.
I don't go down that road. I don't like that.
And I'm never going to watch that movie
Yep.
either. Let's see here. A non-Halloween question for you. For grocery stores, when you do grocery shopping, do you go through the checkout line or do you do the self-serve?
I don't think there's an option anymore where I live. Walmart, you're checking yourself out, so it's the self-checkout.
I will stand in line for a half an hour.
I hear you.
For the regular checkout line.
hear ya.
I'm not doing self-serve.
No.
Let's see here. Halloween. Back to Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween is on Tuesday. So how long after Halloween before you put up Christmas decorations in your house?
Ooh, I want to say Thanksgiving-ish.
All right.
Yeah.
So not before Thanksgiving?
If it's before Thanksgiving, it's not very far before.
All right. All right. So I'm going to tell you this. My mom is sitting right over here. My mom is already itching to put up her Christmas stuff.
That's all right. That's all right. To each their own.
And question 5, this is non-Halloween related, but what is the longest, other than today,
Okay.
what is the longest trip that you've ever taken?
The longest trip?
Yeah.
Friendswood, Texas, from Summers, Iowa. So
All right, approximately how long you think?
I don't 15 hours,
All right.
16, something
Did you
like
do that straight?
No, it was when I was younger. My grandparents, we'd drive, stay in a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Big old
That's a
van.
long trip. And,
cold in the
and
back.
again, he drove 3 hours to get here today.
Yes, sir.
From the Fort Dodge area. So again, Jesse Wilson. But before we get into our last song for today, before you got here, I was trying to find your music page on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
That is not happening right now.
inactive right now.
Explain what's happening there.
Something about an ad page. They put an ad out. I changed my card, and now I can't use my Facebook page.
So your music Facebook page
Correct.
is inactive at the moment.
Right.
Are you gonna try to maybe do a new one or?
I probably should get to it and put a new one out. but
Okay. All right. And
I like the name, Jesse Wilson Music. I don't
yeah,
know if I got to change it.
Well, and I was looking you up, and there is a girl named Jessie
Yep.
Wilson,
And she sings.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jessie Wilson Music, but it's a female singer.
Yep.
So don't get confused.
Right,
He's
right.
not. He's not a girl.
if you were confused.
I know. Who knew? Do you have any other social media outlets?
You bet. All the socials are Jesse Wilson Music, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff. Jesse
And when
Wilson
they
Music.
look you up on other places, it's Jesse.
That is correct. Just
So
an E.
Jesse, Jesse Wilson.
Music.
If you're looking him up, Jesse Wilson Music. If
Yep.
you're looking him up on social media. All right, we got time for one more tune.
All right.
Our half hour always flies by on
does.
these interviews. You got one more song. Again, look up Jesse's songs on all the digital outlets.
You bet.
Wherever you
Apple,
get your music.
iTunes, Spotify. You can make TikToks with my music. I wish you would.
Okay.
Tag me. I'll repost it.
All right. So, what song are you going to end with today?
Well, this song I wrote with a good buddy of mine, Mr. Brad Morgan,
Yeah,
who just won.
a Josie Award.
He just won a Josie, for Rising Star.
Yes.
So I can't wait to put this song out either. It's called. What is this called?
That's that one. Is that one new
It'll
one?
come to me. It'll come to me.
It's so new. He can't remember the name
I
of it.
can't remember right now.
Anyway,
It'll
give
come
it
to
up.
us.
Give it up for Jesse Wilson.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Well, you left town right after graduation. Never looked back, no hesitation. Put this little map downtown in your rear view. You had places to go, trying to get real far. I stayed here with this old guitar while you were out there looking for what I couldn't give you. I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think coming back sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a giving. Do you know what you're missing? That's the song. Do you know what you're missing? We could be cruising around those back road nights, crossing that creek by the pale moonlight. Nowhere to be, and it doesn't matter when we get there. We could be cheering on those Friday night lights, parking lot party, staying up all night, careless and free with the wind in our hair. No place we'd rather be. I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think coming back sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a giving. Do you know what you're missing? Do you know what you're missing? Yeah. Here's a little hip hop for you. This is me asking you what the hell I gotta do to get you to come back home. Hope it'll be real soon. I don't wanna say goodbye, need to move on with my life. Are you missing me like I'm missing you? I know this might sound crazy, I'm still missing you, baby. Do you think you ever come back home? While you're out there living that life, do you think coming back sometime? All those things you're chasing ain't a giving. Do you know what you're missing? Do you know what you're missing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like that.
Big finale there at the end.
Thank you.
Jesse Wilson here on the Iowa Music Showcase. I like for the food, the ding hit
Yeah,
right at the right
that was
beat. You
it,
should
yeah.
make that part of your song.
It might be.
Ding.
Might put that in there.
So again, where can people find you online? Do you have a website?
No, I'm working on that. Jesse
Okay.
Wilson Music, all the socials. Facebook is just Jesse Wilson. Look for my big ugly mug. But YouTube, Instagram, Jesse Wilson Music.
All right.
Yeah.
So and check out his videos online as well.
Yep, YouTube.
Maybe we can twist his arm and have him stick around for a little bit longer and play some extra tunes.
Might be able to do something
Maybe
like
so
that.
throw some tips your way and
Might
some
be able to do
gas
something
money
like
to get
that.
you back home.
Cool.
So Jesse Wilson, check him out. Again, just another example of all the great Iowa country music we have in our great state of Iowa. So Jesse, thank you so much for
Thank you,
driving all the
Steve.
way down to Sigourney.
Thank you for
And
having
we'll have to do this again in 2024.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we'll see what else we can cook up.
Appreciate
And
it.
go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. All right, Jesse Wilson,
All right, thank you,
our
guys.
Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media. Stop by Barnwired. It is the lunch hour, so get in here. Their meatloaf is the special today. They've got plenty of other options as well. Stop by Barnwired. We thank Amanda and crew for always having us on Fridays. That'll do it for the Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media.
Yeah.